Hi, my name is Greg Nolan, and I'd like to welcome you to my farm here at Snowy Pines. From the looks of things, you can see that we do things a little different here. Our business is solar powered. We have solar panels on our milling operation, and we look at the sun's energy as a really important part of our forestry management. We're just really interested in trying different kinds of approaches with hardwood forestry, and then also looking at trying to grow bigger, nicer, older trees, high-value, long-lived species. So the difference from this forestry operation and others is probably our approach that we take with the value of growing trees for a long time.
We're in our beloved pine trees, and there's about 4 acres here. And when you look at this, and everyone who comes through here, they see these big trees, and they go, oh my God, it's like Itasca. But these trees weren't always like that. When my father was a little boy, he ran a trap line through here, and he had size of trees like this age class over here, which is, obviously is a lot smaller. And when Greg and I came to this land 30 years ago, our tree size was, the diameter at breast height was about 16 inches. 14, 16 in there. And, they were beautiful then, but now they're even gotten bigger. And the neatest thing about this is that when we came here, a forester did an estimate how many board feet of timber we had, and he came up with 20,000 board feet. And then recently when Peter did our inventory, we have 65,000 board feet of lumber, standing lumber in this. And you have to remember, we built houses and buildings out of that. So we took a bunch of trees off the land, but we have more now than when we started. I just think that's a really amazing thing that you can do with well-managed land.
This area here, we have done crop tree release, and what we're trying to do here is build the crowns of the trees to collect the sunshine. And of course, with that, the trees grow bigger and faster. We're standing right in the middle of a logging area, actually. There's 2 stumps behind me and another one over there, and this all went to a housing project in Aiken County. It was an eco-affordable housing project. It was siding for the house, and it was a lot of really good work for my family and myself.
It's really a treat to work with landowners who not only have a plan, but also carry their plans out. And this area here is actually one example of the model. He's got wonderful white pine, mature 100-year-old white pines, which a lot of people would die for.
Yep.
And he's still able to do some harvesting of them. So it isn't that he doesn't cut trees. You can see there's a couple of white pine stumps here, but he does it gently, and then he gets his next generation going.
With most of our forestry practices on our land, we tend to take little projects and just do light practices on the land. We don't use chemicals, and we don't really use big equipment. A lot of the stuff that we do is just a real simple afternoon project, and we tend to manage the sprouting of what we cut. We actually like to use cutting tools to get our reforestation done, regeneration. I'm standing in a spot where we've worked both sides of this area. This side over here is where we've done brush cutting to establish oak regen, and what we actually did was we cut everything, and the oak trees are here and there. We have a good seed source, and what will happen is by cutting everything, the light comes in and stimulates the sprouts and the seeds in the ground. I'm not really sure exactly how it works, but we almost always get a little bit of red oak regen every time we cut the brush. So this area over here has been worked over several times. We'll cut the brush, some oak will come, and then we generally tend to clean up around the oak as the years pass by and kind of make the forest go into an oak forest. And then over here on this side is pretty much what it looked like when we came here. There is natural regen on the ground here. This is all covered with ash and maple, little tiny trees. They're about 12 to 16 inches tall. And because we found this spot where this natural regen is established in the understory, we came in and we made this a firewood cutting area. We cut out ironwood and aspen and some trees that really didn't have much of a future. We opened up the site so more sunshine will come in now. And we have an established forest kind of on the ground already. These are hardwood trees, and of course with hardwoods you can actually just work with the root system. We don't need the top. So we can crush all these little trees, and in the spring, as long as I get this all cut off level with the ground with a brush cutter, then all these trees will just sprout right back. And so that's kind of one of our strategies that we work with in our hardwood management, is we look for these flushes of natural regen.